directly been impacted by this is Lara Pennington. She joins us from her hotel room in Tenerife, where she remains in isolation with her 2 children and her in-laws. Lara, we spoke to you on the programme yesterday, didn't we? How have things developed for you over the last day?
OK, so obviously this is a ever-changing picture. Today, I am relieved to tell you that the hotel is now fully supporting our desire to self-isolate. So that means that we are now having our basic food and hygiene needs met, and we have a better understanding of the pressures that they are under from the Spanish government to implement the plan that they have put into place. So from that point of view, there is a sense of relief for me and my family, in the sense that if we stay within our rooms, as Dr. Hillary has just said, then we have a better chance of not catching the virus. The same cannot be said, obviously, for the rest of the guests in the hotel. However, we are very tired. Cabin fever is setting in. And I, again, would reiterate what Dr. Hillary just said, in that it is really hard to self-isolate. However, nothing is going to stop us from self-isolating, as we still do not deem it safe out in the rest of the hotel.
You were very emotional yesterday, Lara, when we spoke to you. It felt like it was a bit of a desperate situation, certainly in terms of support you were getting from the hotel and your holiday company. Having had that support, are you more content that you are protected, but equally it seems still frustrated that some of the other residents in the hotel don't appear to be taking it as seriously as you and your family?
That is correct. And yes, I definitely feel much more. I feel much safer now within my room, because I know that I can get my basic food and hygiene needs met for my children and for my in-laws. So in that sense, yes, I do feel slightly better. However, what I am concerned about is, having spoken to Jet2, what the plan is, because apparently the rumours are that and these are rumours, that we are leaving on the 10th. And if that's the case, I've asked Jet2, are you taking us home? They have said yes. I said, how are you going to guarantee my safety on that plane? Because we have remained in self-isolation, and we will be put in a position where we will have to be with other people who have not done that and have not followed the protocol set by the Spanish government. And I've also asked whether we will have to go into quarantine when we get home, which, again, as I keep emphasising, we have no issue with being quarantined. However, it would be good to know that. And Jet2 came back to me and said, so...
We can still hear you.
Can you still see me?
Yeah,
yes,
still got you.
Jet2 came back to me and said that they couldn't advise me on that. They thought it was unlikely. However, when I got home, to call 111.
Right,
wow.
so it's tough.
Now is more about I can stay safe in my room, but what is going to happen to me and my family when it's time to come home. So, yes, I feel safer right now. However, I am still extremely anxious that all this work I'm doing to keep my family safe will be undermined on the 10th.
I understand you had the unfortunate bad luck of getting yourself locked out of your hotel room. That must have been so frustrating. How did that happen?
Well, basically, because we were supposed to go home on Wednesday, the card stopped working.
So
which was very distressing, because then I couldn't get back into my room.
Wow. I mean, one of those things that you don't think about, but of course it needs to happen. It needs to be reactivated. I'm sure the hotel sorted you out once they realised. We have got a statement that we're going to run through from Jet2, Lara. Just stay there for a moment. They say we're continuing to remain in contact with the customers at the hotel we're talking about. We also have a designated 24/7 telephone assistance phone line in place. Their health and safety is our absolute priority, as it is with every single one of our customers and colleagues. To help prevent any potential spread of the coronavirus, we have asked all customers to remain in the hotel, which remains under quarantine until any potential incubation period, as defined by the World Health Organization, has passed on March the 10th. Now, then, this is key for what Lara's just saying. We will not fly any customer who has stayed at the H10 Costa Adeje Palace during quarantine until this incubation period has passed, or unless they have been explicitly tested for COVID-19 by a recognised authority and are confirmed as clear of the virus. Our responsibility to our customers, our colleagues and the general public remains paramount. So I guess what they're saying is, if people have been through that quarantine period at the hotel, once that 10th of March deadline has gone and no one seems to have got or contracted the coronavirus, then they will put you all on the plane together to fly you home.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. And also my concern is that if today somebody presents with the virus, then do we have to start the 14-day quarantine period again?
Well, from experience in other people that are quarantined, it actually can mean that, yes. It can mean that, I'm afraid. How are you managing with your children in the midst of all this?
They are starting to become quite anxious. They're starting to have real concerns about what would it mean if they were tested. They find the police presence outside scary. They find the outfits that the medics are wearing quite intimidating. And as I said, cabin fever is setting in. They are currently here with me at the moment and they are sleeping, which is a good thing, as I say, because we are all getting extremely tired. As I say, as Dr. Hillary just said, self-isolation is hard. However, we are committed to our safety.
Well, we can see that, Lara, and we do appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. All our thoughts are with you and the family and your in-laws, of course, who are there too. We are glad you're getting more support from the hotel. That's going to be of some benefit, and hopefully Jet2 will stay in touch and clear up some of those concerns.